we all understand the preaching of defense is significant, but this offense is just rolling like it's never rolled before. What do you see from that?
And like I've always said, Doug, and I know it's cliches, but it's a make or miss league. Guys are making shots, making their shots. The ball's finding energy, moving. They're trying to double team Cal and DeMar, and they're finding people, but the ball is finding the right person. And so when you move the ball like that, it has energy inside of it, and I think it helps us on the other end when the ball is moving like that. And I know it sounds simplistic, but it's probably because we're running the same offense, same sets, some little wrinkles, but most of all, the ball is zinging around.
You were speaking about the chemistry and sort of the longevity, the continuity before the game, and you had that stretch in the second quarter where it was JV, Ross, Lowry, DeRozan, and Pat, basically your five longest-serving players together, and you blew the lead up from 9 to 19. Does that just sort of reinforce what you're saying?
Yeah, Eric, it does. The guys know each other. They know where they're going to be. They know the sets. They know the spacing. Most of all, I thought those guys were tied in defensively, and I think that energized our offense and got us going. They see the ball go through. It kind of goes both ways, but we were getting stops, getting out and running. Didn't give the defense a chance to get back and get set.
What were the first few times? Now you've stepped on teams' throats when you've had them down and not let them get back in the game. What does that say about your guys?
Well, maturity. Guys understanding the moment, understanding when to put the foot down. Especially against a high-scoring team like Atlanta that has some weapons that's given us trouble before. And, we found the energy on both ends of the floor and put them away, and that's a good sign of maturity.
For all the talk of continuity, I mean, Lucas and Pascal are two players that Kyle doesn't have a whole lot of experience playing with, but he seems to have a great chemistry with them, finding them. What do you make of the connection he has with them?
One thing right now with Pascal, he's playing hard. Lucas has been here, but Pascal is playing hard as far as he brings energy to the floor at his position. He makes things happen through his activity and hands, and now he's making a little jump shot. But I love his energy and his spirit that he brings to the floor, and I think that's something that he adds to the group. And Lucas is getting an opportunity, doing a good job of blocking shots, manning the lane, and I think he's doing a good job in that situation.
You did have a stretch against Dwight there after when Jonas had the two quick fouls. You seemed to handle them as well as
as well as you can, yeah. Jumped up on him and rode him, and but he's doing a good job of using his length, timing it, in a pick and roll situation. He's doing a good job. So really happy for what Lucas is bringing to the table.
With things going so well, do you like having that sort of challenge on Monday coming now?
Is that a question?
Yeah, do you like?
No, I don't. No, to be honest, no. I'd rather be playing Toronto University. but you asked the question, the schedule gives it to us. So, but again, it's coming. It's going to be here. The schedule goes on, and we just got to ramp it back up again Monday.
Pat's obviously hitting his shots right now and playing really well offensively, but that stretch in the second quarter, you were talking about your team defensively. How important is what he does?
Pat, again, a shooter never forgets how to shoot. He struggled early, just like he did last year. He's getting a rhythm, the speed of the game, and I just think coming out of exhibition, it sounds tough, but I think now guys are getting used to the NBA speed, the intensity, how hard you got to go, how quick you got to get the shot off, and guys are developing rhythm. But so. And I think we're doing it on the defensive end also.
When you look at the numbers you guys put together offensively, do you allow yourself just to kind of be proud of it?
No, Mike. It's a big picture. I mean, it's a long season. There's going to be ups and downs. Ryan reminded me that we have a team coming in Monday. Won't even let me enjoy this game. He brings up Monday. Yeah, right. Okay. We got some tough teams coming in, and this team is tough, so you can't relax in this league. There's a thin line between the penthouse and the outhouse in this league, and there's something that I never forget. I've been in it too long and seen too much to understand what it takes and where things can go. I mean, I think this team started out 9-2. Atlanta did, and so it's a fine line. So the key thing is being consistent, being boring, consistent. and fundamental, it takes you a long way.
Coach, I know they're small minutes, but when you can get the young guys in to get a couple of minutes and a little bit of run, how beneficial is that for their growth?
It's really good. I mean, it's great. I got upset because Jakob got plowed to the floor, and I didn't think the official was going to call it, and my heart came up in my chest. So, but it's great that they can get in and go against, an NBA game, and you want more now. I think this is our largest margin of victory in franchise history. So they came in, and not only did they play, they added to it. They didn't come in just mop up time. They came in and did some positive things defensively and offensively, and really did a good job.